Hey team, Coach Alana here. I'm sorry this video is like just of my computer and not me. I'm recording it on my phone, so I don't have a webcam on my computer, so I can just like screen share for you guys. So had to just record it on my phone, and it doesn't let me switch like from front camera to back. So anyway, I just wanted to do this video for you guys on Instagress. If you saw my post from today, I started using Instagress about 6 months ago, and I've had my Instagram account for about a year. I started it at the beginning of January of last year and became a coach at the beginning of February. And in the first 6 months of having my Instagram account, I gained about 600 followers. And then I started using Instagress, and in the last 6 months of using Instagress, I have gained, well, let's see, now around 9,400 followers. I hit 10,000 followers today, so I went from 600 something to 10,000 followers as of today in these last 6 months from using Instagress. So it's a really awesome tool, a really powerful tool. I think if Instagram is important in your business, then you should definitely be using it because, obviously those 10,000 followers that I have are not 10,000 people that I actually want to interact with or are interested in Beachbody or anything like that. But for one, it's still, I think when people go to your page and they see, oh, this person has 10,000 followers, like that looks, that makes you look more reputable. And also, it's just in general more eyes on your posts, more likes, more comments, and I believe, don't quote me on this, but I think the more likes you get and the more followers you have, the more likely your pictures will show up sort of on that search feed if people are just like browsing on Instagram. I think that's what it is. I'm not totally sure on that. Okay, so here is the Instagress main page. This is what it looks like on like your dashboard is what they call it. So here is like the start stop button. I have it stopped right now, so my next option is to start it. These are like your main on-off switches for your main features that Instagress does, likes, comments, follows, and unfollows. Over here is your time packages, so that's how Instagress works. It doesn't charge you like a monthly or anything like that. It just goes off time packages. So you can buy whichever amount you'd like. Obviously, the bigger package you buy, there's more here. So the bigger packages you buy, the cheaper it is, like on a daily basis. So how it is anytime you have Instagram running or Instagress running, the time is ticking down, and then whenever you stop it, it just pauses it. So it's pretty cool. Like I like the way that they price it, because if you did have it stopped for say 2 or 3 days at a time, then you wouldn't be paying for that. So that's how that works. So let me just dive right in. Oh, the other thing I wanted to tell you guys was I pretty much have Instagress running all the time. What they recommend is when Instagress is running that you are not interacting on Instagram from another source, basically, like on your phone or something. So occasionally I will go in and like make a comment or something or like something when Instagress is running. But for the most part, I don't when Instagress is running. If I'm going to go onto Instagram and want to do a lot of commenting or liking or following or unfollowing, then I make sure to turn Instagress off and just stop it. Because too much interaction while Instagress is running will make it stop and could potentially get your account blocked on Instagram, which you definitely don't want. So just something to be aware of with how that works. But yeah, I mostly have it running all the time. So as I mentioned, the main features are likes, which I use, and I'll go into more details on these in a minute. And then there's the comments feature, follows and unfollows. I use follows and unfollows and likes. I do not use the comments feature. My little like joke to myself, or whatever you want to call it, is that friends don't let friends use the comment feature on Instagress. I just think it's really corny, to be honest. I can always tell when someone's comment is from Instagress. It's always like, cool, awesome, great, like fun, you know, something like that, like a one word weird thing on like that pertains, you know, in no way to whatever my picture is or what I said in my post. Or I'll get, you know, like I'll post like a meme and someone's like, great shot. And I'm like, I didn't take that picture, you know? Or I'll post, you know, it'll be like a picture of like my dinner and it's like, looking great, you know, or I don't know. It's just to me, it's really obvious when the comment is like a automated Instagress comment. And I think it's just cheesy. I think it's really impersonal and I just don't like it. That's me. You're free, of course, to do whatever you would like. Okay, so here we go into the main settings here. So you have your activity speed. That's basically just like how fast it does things, how fast it likes and comments and unfollows and all that. Your media source, you can select your media source to come from tags, locations, followers and unfollowers, or your feed as far as like where you're doing your likes. I do mine through tags. Media age, that's just like how old the media is. Media type is photo or video. Minimum likes filter, and then the maximum likes filter, that's like how many likes are on a certain media, like a picture. So they recommend a max media likes filter to, what do they have? 50 to 100. So I have mine set at 75 likes. So, you know, the idea is that I don't want to have, you know, likes going on to someone's picture that has like 1,000 other likes on it. So, you know, those are people who have like 1 million followers, and that's just not someone that I'm interested in liking their stuff. So, okay, so then the next one is the advanced filters. I haven't really looked into the setting, so I'm not really going to go into that right now. I briefly looked at it just now, but it's not something that I've used yet, so I don't really want to talk to you guys about it. Sorry for like the weird lines running up the screen. I'm recording this on my phone. Sorry, you guys. I wish this was better quality. Okay. Anyway, so next is comments. So you can put in your comments in here as far as like you would say add, and then it allows you to type in the comment that you want to do. Again, I think it's really cheesy and impersonal, but it's totally up to you if you want to use that. And then it just gives you the feature of don't comment the same users, which basically just means you won't comment on more than one photo for the same user. Okay, so next is follows. So this is a feature, the follows and unfollows is what has really helped me grow my following. I started using Instagress and I was only using the like feature, and that was helping me maybe gain, you know, 10 or 20 extra followers a day, if that. But not, it wasn't until I started using the follows feature that I really started upping my numbers, where I like, you know, I'll check my phone in the morning, get on Instagram first thing in the morning, and I've gained like 75 new followers overnight or something like that or more. So what you have here is your, sorry, it's not focusing. Okay, so your follow source, so you can choose between selected media source or followers of a specified user. So I have it set to follow followers of usernames, so that will, and then I also have it set to like, don't follow the same user twice if I then unfollow them. And then you can also say don't follow private users. I don't have that one checked because, I mean, you never know. Someone might just have their page private for whatever reason, but they might be someone who has some cool posts that you might be interested in talking to. So, okay, so I want to jump down here because, as I mentioned, so my follow source is followers of usernames. So what that means is then when we come down here to usernames, you can select users who you want to follow people who follow these users. So what I have in here that you can see is these are all fitness people that all of them were people that I followed. Well, not all of them. Okay, most of them are people that I followed on Instagram before I became a coach. So most of them are not coaches. I have a couple coaches on here, Melanie Mitchell, Amy Silverman. I have Shalene Johnson on here. But other than that, as you can see, all these other people, I don't know if anyone's familiar with them, bodybuilding.com. These are all people who have a lot of followers, for one, on Instagram, have, hundreds of thousands of followers, and are into, are fitness people, but they're not Beachbody coaches. So again, I want to follow people who are into fitness, like, most importantly. I haven't gone in yet I want to adjust it to find some good, like, pregnancy pages, and follow people who follow those pages, because I think that's obviously a good source for me as a pregnant coach. But yeah, so right now I have it mostly, these are all fitness people. So I'm following people who have followed these fitness people. So, to me, that is someone who is interested in fitness, or maybe, a lot of these people that I follow, have their own, personal websites and workout programs that you can buy that they've made or whatever. So anyone who's following them, well, not anyone, I mean, obviously these are all, like, gorgeous fit women, so there's a lot of dudes, and that's just sort of unavoidable. But for the most part, there's also a lot of people who are interested in fitness, and, they're either into fitness and they follow other fitness people, or they're looking for a fitness program, so they choose to follow these fitness people. So those are people that I, want to be reaching out to, and having them come to my page and see what I'm all about. So that's how that works. I hope that was fairly clear. Let me jump back up here to the unfollow setting. So you can unfollow, basically, you either can unfollow from Instagress, or you can unfollow from anyone. So what that means is it'll if you have it set for Instagress, it'll unfollow only people that it has followed, that Instagress has followed, or all is just, it'll unfollow anyone. And then you can also have it set for unfollow people who don't follow me. So for a while I was having it just unfollow people that Instagress had followed. Now I have it set to anyone, just because they do cap you at 7,500 followers. So, in order to gain my following, I was following a lot of people in return. So I'm trying to keep that number down, not go too high with that. So I've got it set to, so as I mentioned before, I will have it be on follow for a little while, and I'll follow maybe, 500 to 1,000 people, and then I'll stop it and I'll switch over to unfollow and have it unfollow people, who don't follow me. So that's how that works. Again, that is what has really helped me gain my 10,000 followers. Okay, so tags corresponds to likes, as I showed you up here. My media source was tags. So that is hashtags. Obviously, if you're at all familiar with Instagram, you know that hashtagging is a big thing on Instagram. As you can see here, I have a ton of hashtags. I want to reach people who are in my target market, who are people that, I think might be interested in this. I've got fitness tags up here. I've got healthy cooking tabs. I've got, Motivation Monday. I've got abs, cheat meal, peak week. I'm into horses personally, so I've got horses, horseback riding, hunter jumper. I used to be a baker, so I've got baker, cake boss, cupcakes, wedding cake, foodie, fit foodie, food lover. I've got cats, I've got dogs, I've got cats of Instagram, dogs of Instagram, Chihuahua, horse lover, again, some more horse ones. I've got some fitness brands, Lululemon, Zella, Just Do It, I like outdoorsy stuff, I've got hiking, camping, boating, fishing, hunting, bow hunting. I live in Seattle. I've got Pacific Northwest, Seattle, Puget Sound. Let's see. Oh, I've got some Transformation Tuesday, Flex Friday, Hump Day. I like country music. I've got country music tag on there. Let's see. What are some other good ones? Oh, brides. Anyone getting ready for their wedding is wanting to look good on their wedding day. I've got bride, bridesmaid, bride-to-be, bridesmaids, brides, bride and groom, everything literally on here. Engaged couple, sweating for the wedding. Again, these are all they kind of just add on as I've added them, so I jump around, but I've got Seattle Seahawks, Seattle Life, Seattle Summer, Seattle Love, Pacific Northwest Wonderland. And then, I recently found out that I'm pregnant, so I've got Fit Mom, Fit Moms, Fit Mommy, Fit Moms of Instagram, postpartum fitness, postpartum belly, fit after baby, fit pregnancy, moms who lift, prego problems, prego life, healthy pregnancy, first trimester, second trimester, third trimester, all those things. So, that was not all my tags, but you guys can see, I've got a lot of tags on there. So literally, with the tags, think of anything. As I've mentioned, I put fitness stuff, of course, healthy cooking stuff, but also, where I'm from, what I like to do, what I'm interested in, what's going on in my life right now with pregnancy, newly, wedding stuff. I just got married, 2.5 years ago, so I'm still, I guess, somewhat a newlywed, so, not super far from wedding and remembering what all that was like. So, yeah, I'm sure there are even more if I sat down and thought about other things that I could add, and randomly I'll just go in and be like, oh yeah. And what's cool too is that when you add one, is other things will pop up that are sort of in the same category. So let's see. Oh gosh, I can't think of one off the top of my head. Well, I think if I just put in pregnant, even though I think I already have that one on there, and then you say search, it'll give you pregnant. Well, maybe I don't have it. But it also gives you other ones that are similar. Pregnant problems, pregnant life, pregnant belly, pregnant girl problems. So I'm going to put that one in there. And it tells you how many people or how many images have that, hashtag on them. So obviously 3.6 million people are hashtagging pregnant. That's a hashtag that I want to be liking, pregnant style. I'm not very stylish, but sure, why not? These all have a lot of tags on them, so I might as well be, liking just liking, I don't comment, liking on their stuff. So yeah, so then you can just say add and it'll just add all those tags. So that is tagging for your likes. Locations I haven't really used, that's just, I believe you can just add different locations for your media source. I don't use that, I'm not really going to go into it. Okay, usernames I already covered. Blacklists. This is a relatively new feature for Instagress, and I personally think it is an awesome one. Basically, it allows you to blacklist certain hashtags and certain usernames. So, I am a coach. I have no interest in the rap people or Advocare or It Works, or I guess it Works and the raps are the same thing. So all these tags that I have on here are blacklisted items that it will not like any of these. So if an image has fitness, but it also has Advocare as a tag, then it's not going to like that. Even though fitness is a tag that I have set to like, it won't do it because I also have the blacklist of, Advocare. So I've got raps, rapping, wrapped, wrap it up, rap girl, rap party, Advocare distributor, Advocare Advisor, Advocare, all these things. It works Global, it works Adventure, it works Wraps, it works Distributor. I've got Herbalife. And then also, you know, I'm here on Instagram looking for potential coaches, potential customers. So I don't necessarily want to be interacting with other coaches. Yes, I do follow some top coaches because I think their posts are really valuable and I get ideas for my own posts, but I don't need to be, you know, going in and liking their stuff or following them. So I've got, you know, I have Beachbody Coach and Beachbody Coaching and all these kinds of things, Team Beachbody and all that as a blacklist item just because I, as much as I love my fellow coaches, I don't need to be, you know, interacting with them so much on social media, at least in this aspect. That's what our team is for. And yeah, so then I'd also just have like coach, coaching, fitness coach, wellness coach, blah, 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 blah. So that is one there. I'm sure if I sat down and looked at it, I could probably add some more to that blacklist as well. Username blacklist is just any usernames that you don't want to follow. So I kind of just did random ones because that's like obviously a sort of like a blocking feature like Facebook has where you can block specific people, which I don't have specific people that I need to like block or blacklist, but I just sort of threw in a few random ones that all seem to be like it works people. Keywords blacklist, that's new. Add some keywords to this list that you don't want to interact with. Okay, so that's a new feature also that just got added. So, ooh, I better add some keywords. Wrap will definitely be one of them. Okay, I'll do that later. All right, so that was blacklist. Auto stop is another new feature that basically just allows you to automatically stop Instagress, I believe. I haven't really used that feature, so yeah, so that is the gist of Instagress. I hope this video was helpful. I'm sorry if it was a little bit rambly or didn't make sense at times, but I think it was fairly straightforward and informative, I hope. But yeah, I hope that you guys got some good pointers out of this, and we'll start using Instagress because it is gold, pretty much. So yeah, feel free to comment any questions on this video that you guys might have. I'm happy to answer any questions if something didn't make sense. And let me know if you need any help with anything at all. All right. Have a good night, you guys. Bye.